Coming up on this edition of MSN, we go inside KOM as they celebrate 30 years on air.
And later, we go behind the scenes of the new advanced audio-video production program. All this and more on MSN Live.
Thanks for joining us today. I'm Matthew Still.
And I'm Luna Pareto, and you're watching the first edition of MSN Live, a show produced by MISD students and brought to you live from the TEC studios.
We'll bring you the top stories from throughout the district and take an inside look at what's happening in MISD. Now let's get to our first story. We've all listened to 88.5 as it's played the best of the 70s, 80s, and 90s music. And this year, KOM celebrates its 30th anniversary on air. Here's Andrea Sotelo with the story.
I'm Andrea Sotelo reporting from the KOM studios, getting an insight at what this student-run station is all about as they celebrate 30 years on air.
First air date when the station was actually built and the equipment was installed, personnel hired, was September 4th, 1984. So that was the very first time that the station went on the air.
How do I feel to be a part of KOM? I'd say pretty amazing. I've always sort of been the girl in the corner of the class, not talking much, but this class has really given me an opportunity to just come out of my shell and just work with a lot of things and just kind of better myself both socially and mentally. This is a radio station for the community, definitely. We do runs, we go to locations and actually broadcast from there. We help with fundraisers. We kind of put that on air, telling people what things are about.
It feels pretty cool. Because I never thought I'd be doing this, and then I tried out. I didn't think I was gonna make it, and then I just ended up making it. So it's pretty cool. It's made me want to do my career as in broadcasting. So I want to be on ESPN or be a radio personality, stuff like that.
For Mesquite Student Network, I'm Andrea Sotelo reporting.
Technology has continued to increase in our everyday lives, and now we are seeing even more of it inside our classrooms. Sixth graders throughout MISD have received iPads as a part of a new initiative. Here is Savannah Diebold with more.
This year, the district implemented the one-to-one iPad initiative, providing an iPad for every sixth grader throughout Mesquite ISD. Here at Moss Elementary, students and teachers have embraced the new program.
Of using the iPads in sixth grade has been really great. The students are able to navigate through the iPads to get to the applications that we're using, to get a lot of up-to-date and real-time information that's helpful with the lessons that are in our curriculum. We have rubrics that we use, we have task cards that the students follow, and points are given through the rubric, and so there are also applications or apps that we use that will actually grade the work and the input that the students put in.
Most kids these days use the iPad, so I think it will make learning much easier.
Sometimes we learn a lot of math by going to a math playground.
Sometimes I research stuff, because sometimes my dad asks me something and I'm like, what? And so I research it.
They are excited about using the iPads. They are knowledgeable, a lot more knowledgeable than we had given them credit for with the iPads. And the fact that they're just excited to use them, we're glad to have them. And it makes things actually a little easier when we're getting up-to-date information, real-time information for the students.
For Mesquite Student Network, I'm Savannah Diebold reporting.
The STEM program is in its second year here at the TEC. Here's an inside look of the classroom with Melissa Ibanez.
The Science, Technology, Engineering, and Math program, also known as STEM, taught by Mr. Tim Graves, is in its second year here at the Mesquite ISD Technology Excellence Center.
Well, STEM is the study of science, technology, engineering, and math. And so in the high school setting, STEM would be any field that has a component that has science in it, or engineering, or technology. And then mathematics is typically in kind of all of those subjects.
What we're working on right now is we're making pinhole cameras, which is cardboard, aluminum, things like that. And what we're going to do is include film and things and such to where it can actually take a picture and we can develop it and, display a picture with a camera that's made out of cardboard. And it seems primitive, it somewhat is, but it's a really fun activity, and it's an activity that I think we're really going to learn something from.
We're designing a pinhole camera, which is like a camera with a pinhole in the middle, and we're going to put the picture, and it's going to reflect it with no light in a dark room. And it's going to be pretty cool.
In addition to the pinhole camera, students will continue to work on hands-on projects that will prepare them for a career in engineering.
So what you've got to learn is, just because it's not something, building a building or anything, it's still important. And so in the long run, it's learning how to do the fundamentals is what we're learning right now.
That one of the things that we have not emphasized enough in engineering is the fact that engineers primarily exist to benefit mankind, to solve problems, to benefit people. I think if you want to pursue an engineering degree, there's a lot of ways to go about it, and I think if you're not sure, this class is great to introduce you to the different disciplines in engineering, and in a project-based format, which is kind of different than other classes, you'll learn some of the skills and some of the processes that engineers go through.
For the Mesquite Student Network, I'm Lisa Ibanez reporting.
The amazing Technicolor 5K run is happening this weekend, and joining us in studio is Randy Llewellyn, the Executive Director of the Mesquite Education Foundation, along with MSN reporter Deshard Green.
Thanks, Matthew. I'm here with Randy Llewellyn. He is the Executive Director of the Mesquite Education Foundation, and he is here to talk about the amazing Technicolor 5K.
Thanks for having me, Deshard.
So tell us about the color run.
Well, the color run, it's called the Amazing Technicolor 5K, and it's on October 25th at the Mesquite Convention Center. And it's a 5K run and walk where you run or walk the course, and you're pelted with colored cornstarch powder throughout at 5 different stations, color stations. And then at the finish line, we have a stage and a DJ and music, dancing, and the timed color throws. And it really is a lot of fun and great visuals for you and your friends. It's really, really a fun event.
So who can participate?
Anybody can participate in the run. It's not only a run. You can walk or run. You can do both. You can crawl, whatever you like. There's no timing, no awards. It's not a race at all. It's just a fun way to come out and support Mesquite ISD.
So where does the money go from the 5K?
All the money that is raised funds grants in Mesquite ISD. Last year, the Mesquite Education Foundation funded about 37 grants totaling $221,000. And then a portion of the funds that are raised from the run go to the Mesquite Education Association to fund scholarships.
And how much does it cost?
For students, it's $15. So that's a really good deal. Most color runs cost $30 or $40 to enter for, but we specifically gave a really good price for students aged 5 to 18. So only $15. You get a run T-shirt, you get your own color packet, and then other giveaway items from various sponsors that we have. And then adults cost $30, but if you register with a group of 4 or more, each person gets $5 off.
That's great. So where do I go to sign up?
To sign up, you go to amazingtechnicolor5k.com. We have a registration page on the website. You can register online through active.com by following the link there, or you can download the physical entry form, fill it out, and turn it in. The instructions are on the form of how to do that.
Well, thanks for coming in, Mr. Llewellyn.
Thanks for having me.
You definitely do not want to miss out on this event, so go check out the website and register to run. Now back to you, Matthew.
Everyone, be sure to go register for the amazing Technicolor 5K. This will be an event that you do not want to miss. If you're looking for another way to be active, the high schools offer dance classes for students who are looking for a more creative way of exercise. Here's Sam Barrero reporting.
When students think of fine arts, they think of the traditional classes like art, drama, and music. But students here at Horn High School have found another class that provides them with a creative outlet to express themselves. I think dance is important because it shows the joy of being creative. I teach my students the joy of performing, moving. It's all about having your body up and moving, and versus sitting in a classroom. I just love to be able to share the joy of creating something. I teach my students dances on the spot and make it up as well, and we just have a good time in class mostly.
My favorite thing about dance is the dances that we learn. We learn flawless and we do a little hip hop in it, so yeah, I like it.
It's an alternative for athletics, and a lot of us don't have athletics, and this is a very fun class, so you can move and do all that.
While dance tends to be considered a class just for girls, the number of boys in the class has increased, and they have found many benefits from being in the program.
In dance class, our benefits for dance are basically we get flexibility and we get balance. As a dude, that's good if you're athletic because you need that whenever you're doing any kind of sport. So.
As a teacher, I teach dance because I love the joy that the kids have in my classroom. The joy what gives me is dance, is movement, and just being happy. You can dance to a sad song when you're feeling sad or a happy song when you're feeling happy. I love to teach kids hip hop. That's my specialty, and I enjoy and just seeing students being able to get a piece of choreography, grow as dancers, and see their passion. From the Mesquite Student Network, I'm Sam Borrego reporting.
Students are always looking for alternatives to eating flavorful, healthy foods. In this edition of Quick Bites, the culinary students at North Mesquite show us how to prepare a quick and easy broccoli salad.
Today in Quick Bites, we're going to make a quick and easy broccoli salad for lunch. First, you'll need half a pound of broccoli, half a cup of mayonnaise, half an onion, 3 tablespoons of lemon juice, and some seasonings such as salt and pepper. Now, after you've gotten all your ingredients, you're going to want to start dicing up your onions. After that, you can mix your mayonnaise and lemon juice together until it's smooth. Then combine that along with the broccoli and onions. Then it's time to personalize the dish with whatever it is you prefer. We ended up using some nice and tasty turkey bacon and some sunflower seeds to finish off our dish. Don't forget to add some salt and pepper after you get a small taste. And afterwards, we wrapped it up and stored it in the fridge for us to eat later.
This year, the district debuted its newest advanced audio-video production program located at the Technology Excellence Center. Here's a behind-the-scenes look at what these amazing students are doing here in its first year.
My favorite thing about AAVP is that we get to create our own personal projects as well as doing our assigned stories. Well, actually, it isn't even assigned. We do our own stories. We choose our stories, and it's basically we have a lot of choice on what we get to do.
I used to be really shy about being on camera, and I used to hide behind the editing aspect and doing more of the graphics. But because of this class, I've kind of become more comfortable being talking to people and being on camera. It's really helped with some of the bad anxiety I deal with.
Working with teammates is ridiculous sometimes, but you know you got to do stuff with people to get stuff done, or else it's not going to be done. You know what I'm saying? Like you have to deal with it because in the end it's going to make a much better whatever you want to do. So it's not just video class, working with teammates. It's anything. So like if you really want to do anything in this world, you got to work with people.
I want to be a movie director when I grow up, and becoming a movie director, it's a lot of things you're going to have to learn, and sometimes college won't cover all of it. So getting a kind of head start in AVP and stuff and learning some of the little techniques that can help you here and there was one of the reasons why I picked AVP.
That's all for our show today. Thanks again for joining us for our first edition of MSN Live.
Come back in December to check out what's happening in Mesquite on MSN, and we'll see you next time.